Welcome back. We are joined by Casey Schachner, Assistant Professor of Art in the Betty Foy Sanders Department of Art at Georgia Southern University, and the winner of the Global COVID-19 Monument Design Competition. How are you, Casey?
Hi, I'm good. Thank you so much for having me.
Of course. Thank you for coming on the show this morning. Yeah. So we're here to talk about you winning a global competition for art. And like I was just telling you, I had no idea that there was a global monument, or a COVID monument, excuse me, memorial piece in the works. So tell me a little bit about how you found out about this.
Yeah, as a sculptor, I'm regularly looking through opportunities to make public art pieces and find inspiration for different local or national RFQs, requests for qualifications. And I stumbled across this one, this global competition for a COVID-19 memorial monument honoring not only those lives lost, but also the first responders during the pandemic.
Yeah, and tell us a little bit about this design that we're seeing on the screen. Yeah. This is the winning sculpture right here that will be unveiled in 2025 in Chicago. Where is it going to be unveiled?
So it's going to be in the Illinois Medical District in Chicago, and yes, that's correct, spring 2025, which marks the 5-year anniversary of the lockdown, which is crazy that it's already almost been 5 years.
I know.
And my design was inspired by dandelions, actually. There's a similarity to the COVID-19 medical illustration of the virus and the dandelion head puff.
Yeah, there is. Now that you say that.
And so I was kind of inspired in terms of the form that way, but then also once I started doing research into a dandelion, I discovered there's all these interesting things. It's a symbol of resilience in a lot of countries. Rather than thinking of it as a weed, it is really strong and resilient and comes back. And certainly we all have these memories of dandelion puffs as a child and blowing them. And so there's something symbolic in the nature of the dandelion. Also, there's a lot of health related benefits to dandelions, which I didn't realize. So there are all these things that were sort of coming together. I was digging deeper into the dandelion. It just felt like the right fit for the design.
It is a very nostalgic design. Like you just said, we all do have those childhood memories. And I actually did know about dandelions. A lot of people boil them and drink them for medicinal benefits. So I think that plays perfectly with the COVID-19 mission. So Casey, tell me, how did it feel when you found out you were the winner of this global competition?
I didn't really believe her at first. I was driving back from some lessons with my 3-year-old and received the call from Sally, who's the committee chair for the monument, who let me know. And I was just shocked and obviously excited, kind of couldn't believe it. And as I found out more information about it, understanding the magnitude of this being this global monument, and it's so much more than just the sculpture. It's this place for people to come and reflect, tell their own COVID stories. They really want it to be a place to honor and remember. So there's even going to be components, I think, where people can like virtually engage and tell their own COVID experiences when they're there. So it just felt surreal. I mean, we all have our own memories of COVID and how crazy the lockdown was. One that comes to mind for me is my first ultrasound and like hearing my daughter's heartbeat for the first time was in the front seat of my car.
Oh my goodness.
Because we were in lockdown. So it's like these stories are important, and I think this site, this monument, is going to be really significant for people to come and remember and reflect together and hopefully feel inspired by the sculpture.
Yeah, and my last question for you, Ms. Casey, is how does it feel to be basically an inspiration for your students at Georgia Southern, for your daughter, and for other sculptors here in Savannah, that by following your dreams, you can make something like this happen?
Well, it's awesome. I'm so excited, and I just have to say, like, keep applying to stuff because I've gotten so many rejections too, you know, it's part of the process. But yeah, it's really exciting. My students at Georgia Southern are incredible, and we talk a lot about public art opportunities, so this feels really wonderful to be able to firsthand explain to them all of the steps that I'm going through to get to this, and then all the way into the fruition of the sculpture.
Yeah, it makes it feel as though you can obtain something of this magnitude as well.
Yes, absolutely.
Well, thank you for being an inspiration to our youth, Ms. Casey, and congratulations on your big win.
Thank you so much.
We'll be back with more news after the break.